Okay, welcome back. So we are doing some Project France today, which is a brand new sort of conversion mod. For Project Zomboid. It has all its own items, its own music, its own map, its own vehicles, weapons, everything. So we're going to be trying this out today, seeing what you guys think of it. And the only mods I'm running are those associated to the Project France project, I suppose. We're going to do basic apocalypse settings. Oh, and we are on build 41 for this. It's not available for build 42 yet. So we are on build 41 today. We got here. So we got population. What's the biggest spawn point? The second one. The Cell Sunk Cloud. Town features several schools, green spaces, and local shops, providing basic amenities for its residents. Despite its historical sites, the Cell Sunk Cloud remains a quiet suburb with limited cultural or economic activities. Ujval. A port town. We've got a port town, the big place, fairly standard town by the looks of it. Western suburbs of Paris. Or like country town. We get to hear Duck's French pronunciation. Yeah, it's gonna be awful. I'm sure I'm gonna get corrected on it a lot, but that's okay. So we've got René Moulin. Moulin, it would be, right? René, I can't roll my R's, but I'm sure that's rolled. René Moulin. Louvciennes. Port Malais. The Selson Cloud. Son Cloud, probably, as well. Son, how they pronounce it, I think. I don't know this one. Ujval. Who knows? I think we do like maybe this one. This one's looking pretty decent. Affluent town known for its picturesque landscapes. All right. We're gonna go with... Not too worried about Carpenter. I think I'd rather go for like some kind of combat build in this one, because I'd like to try out the new weapons and stuff. I'm thinking police officer, potentially. Gonna have to get used to being on 1440p now. The I is pronounced like the end of happy. But there is no I in happy. Redwood, shut your mouth. Alright? You shut your face. This is sort of like a standard Zomboid experience, just new maps. Oh, it's like a full overhaul, dude. They've got like a new map. They've got like items, vehicles, music, weapons, clothing. It's a full overhaul, basically. All right. I don't know what else we're gonna go with here. Maybe fast reader. Fast learner would be nice. So let's try and find like a +3. Maybe conspicuous. That works for me. Fairly basic loadout. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, we have like custom clothing. Look at my little police outfit. What up, Zankar? How's PZ Unstable been? Good, yeah. I've been enjoying it. We've got to have the mustache. I feel like without the mustache, we aren't really like a police trooper. In fact, I like this getup. This is very police troopery, isn't it? It's very French. It's very French. That's it, actually. It's very French. I'm liking it. Smoker should be a free stat in France. 1993 France, you gotta take Smoker. Okay. Fine, we'll take Smoker. You're right, you're right. Smoker. What do we take as a bonus? Maybe like nutritionist or something? Graceful might be beneficial, but you know what? We're gonna do dexterous and we're gonna do fast reader. There we go. God damn it! Now I lost my outfit. This is all your fault, chat. Hang on, I need my reading glasses. That's right. We wanted a shirt. Excellent. Okay. Virgil Renard is ready to go. We go. So, for anybody watching this back on the YouTube VOD, just heads up, if you didn't, this is like the first stream we've done in the new house, on the brand new PC, on a new monitor with a new audio setup. So, we might need to do a little bit of setting tweaking today, maybe a little bit of like audio rewiring, stuff like that, just to get the levels right. Chat's going to be helping me out. The people that are watching this on the live stream are going to be helping me sort of like level out the audio and everything, but just bear with me. I will try and fix things up as we go, but lots of new stuff to get acquainted with, so bear with, all right? Okay. So first thing I'm going to need your help with, chat. Tell me how the game audio sounds when we get going as compared to my voice, all right? Okay. And 1440p is whack. There's so much more room. Oh, we're not like filming for a video. You're all good. We're gonna be interacting with chat and stuff. It's cool, it's cool. Got a duffel bag already. And a saw. Wait. Why is there so much loot? We're on basic apocalypse settings. Oh, they changed the apocalypse settings in build 42, didn't they?
Housewarming party.
Game audio seems pretty low. Okay, good, because it seems low on my end too. So let's turn this up a little bit, and then we'll turn music volume. Like, let's just do like the whole thing up, music volume down. How's that? That sounds a bit better, at least on my end. Canned blanket. What's a blanket? I don't know what that is. It's food, duh. Yeah, alright. I do feel like this is way too much loot, but you know, that's okay. Still sound a tish quiet to you? Okay, we can fix that. Okay. See how that is in comparison to my voice. Ah, look at this. The whole new neighborhood. Look at this. All foggy out. I mean, it wouldn't be Project Zomboid without it being foggy on day one when you're checking out a brand new area, right? Every time I check out like a new map or a new area, it always seems to be foggy on the first day. I should probably mark this place on my map. Dare I say it, this map has way more detail than the OG map. Yeah, you think? I haven't really got around enough yet, but... Well, this is very peasy. Wouldn't be me if I didn't find a zombie that refuses to fall over. We got there. Alright. What we got? Butter knife. Okay. I like the little, like, the planters just outside the windows. That's very cool. Okay, pipe wrench. Score. Rubber duck. Must be done. We must have it. New shoes. And it's going to take a lot for me to get used to this new UI on a 1440p monitor. To be fair, I think this is something else they changed in build 42. Everything is so much smaller. Bread. Un baguette. Oh, water bottle. Lovely. Durban, we can use that to Pull out some bandages. There's a lot more loot than I was expecting, but again, I think that's because default apocalypse settings are like completely different in build 41 and build 42 now, like loot wise, and I forgot about that. Look at these French food items. Andouille. Isn't andouille like a kind of disgusting combination though? Am I wrong about that? Andouille is disgusting. Okay, I trust Yake because Yake's speaking as someone that lives out. Actually, Yake, do you live in France or Belgium? You live in France, right? But you quite often work in Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Have I got the two mixed up? So Yake is like my local contact, you know, that I trust. Oh, this is a vinyl. Eddie Mitchell. Interesting. France, yeah, gotcha. Are these cassettes and stuff? This is the French music. Oh, here we go. A mass 4956. Yo. This thing's kind of cool. Hold on. I want to check something. We can't zoom any closer, can we? No. Because this is zooming out further, isn't it? Let me just enable these top two. That's zooming out further. Yeah. Yep. I think that's what we're going to need. I think I'm going to need that mod that allows me to zoom in a bit closer. He's like, I can't zoom in quite as far at 1440p. Leather jacket. I would love to wear the leather jacket, but I feel like it would ruin my police outfit. And I feel like a gendarme right now, you know? I don't want to mess that up. It's all part of the look. Part of the vibe. Ooh. A crowbar and a baseball bat. My webcam is just slightly blocking my inventory count, so I'm moving these slightly. There we go. Damn, dude. The loot changes really do be hitting between build 41 and build 42. That's okay. We can consider this like a, you know, our trial run. We're checking out the map. Then on the next one, maybe we'll fine-tune things. Did you say ham and gruyere? I really want to try this gun. Have a box of ammo. But does this gun have a magazine? Yeah, it does. See. So... I know it's going to be like a terrible idea for me to fire this thing. But it doesn't stop me wanting to do it. You know? On a real level, I feel like I have to. We have to try the French weapons. Do you get baguettes as melee weapons? I hope so. Otherwise, why am I even here? The little bike. Little bike over there. Look at these cars. Hold on. Look at these. The license plates are even accurate. That's cool. A couple days old baguette could for sure knock somebody out. Oh yeah, 100%. Just get like a slightly stale one from the bakery. From the, what is that called? What is that called? The patisserie? Patisserie? If you're not going up the patisserie at like 7 a.m. Only the Parisian ones? Okay, it was boulangerie. Okay. If you're not going up the boulangerie at 7 a.m., are you even French? You know? For your morning baguette and ham. Morning baguette, ham, chunk of cheese. Classic, dude. Do you need anything else? You know? What more do you really need? Even the duct tape looks different. Bread and cheese for breakfast slaps. Oh yeah. Dude, I'm not even like, I'm not even trolling. I'd smash that shit, but it's a very French thing. We got animations for the vehicles. Hey, we got a lighter. Heck yeah. Did the doors actually open? Look at that. Next level. Next level gaming. About some croissants, dude. I'd mess up a croissant right now. I don't want to check out one of these like multi-story like big houses. One of these like richer, more affluent buildings. Look at this. Look at the townhouse. Maybe go in this one. This one's got a gate. I want a Canada Project Zomboid. There is one map, at Prince Edward Island or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Lost Province. But like, it's not a great map, honestly. It's okay. Egg, ham, and croissants. They sell it all the time at the J Hotel I work. All food is replaced with poutine. In the Canada map, yeah. Trust us, chat. Trust my community to just immediately sidetrack the conversation to food. Really, this says a lot about both me and you, you know? The community that I've cultured. Stop it! Yeah, I can't really open the window there because of the table, so. Oh, good. They're in. There's a lot of noise going around right now. Okay, but like foie gras, yay or nay? Nay. Foie gras is a food that like I don't know, man. I can't get behind. I don't have many barriers when it comes to food, but I just can't do it. Like, you know, I know animals gotta go for food and whatever, and that doesn't really bother me. But also, I'm like, I'm not really about torturing them either, you know? Like, I just can't do it. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I'm leaving. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody makes foie gras classically like that anymore. Oh yeah? Is there like newer methods for that nowadays? Such a tiny room, yeah. It do be. The townhouse. Nothing else much around here. Okay. Oh, here we go. I don't want to go up here. See what all this is. I do love this like little French residential section though. Look at this. Well, let's check out the detail. Dude, this is so cool. Even the front of the buildings are all different as well. I love this. This is neat. All zombies over there. Dude, this map's kind of sick. Look at this. It's so quaint. Look at this. Neat. You know what? Sorry. I'm gonna have to do it. The music's going off. It's got to go. It was really annoying me. Look at this. Do the bicycles work? I wouldn't think so, but I can have a look. This building's new, didn't play for months. We're checking out Project France right now. It's sort of like an overhaul for the game. Modding project. SEO tutorials? Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. Yeah, it's just a prop. It's part of the map. There is a Build 41 bicycle mod. There is, yeah. Be cool to see if, like, they could work together on those. I've always thought bicycles were kind of weird though in a zombie apocalypse, you know? Like, yeah, I get it. I do understand. They're great. They work. They're like a great form of transport in zombie situations, but also like it just kind of breaks just kind of it's just a funny like visual for me. Like you're in a zombie apocalypse struggling to survive, and then some dude just like is just cycling down the street. You know? It just with a little basket on the front. And his little bell, you know? I don't have any, like, one-handed weapons now. This is really cool. Look at this. So this all looks like residential. Damn, these guys are messing up that house. Oh, they've all seen me, that's why. Okay. All right, let's head up that way. I want to see if like maybe we can get up here and see what all this is about. Got some loot to drop off back at the base, I think, as well. I can imagine these like tight corners and little alleyways between buildings being kind of like being quite intense if you're being chased. I really love the map design so far, man. It looks really pretty from this little section we've seen. It's wild to think the bikes were everywhere in World War II as well, just soldiers riding them with machine guns on their backs. Yeah. Stuff like that's crazy. This is like flats and stuff, so we got like a big old apartment complex here. Oh, I keep forgetting as well, because we're on solo, we're gonna have sleep to worry about too. I'm used to playing Build 41 on like multiplayer nowadays. Dude, that train station is so accurate. I can't tell you how that looks exactly the same to the ones I went to in France. Like little country town train station. Oh man. It's very accurate, very detailed. I like that the cars are dinged up, very realistic for France. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't think I saw a single car that didn't have a dent in it when I was in France, honestly. Oh man. There's a green building right there. I think it's that one. I'm not sure. I don't want to see what that is. It'd be sweet to get a working vehicle. I'd love to have a drive around the map. I maybe should have gone burglar. I maybe should have gone burglar so we could explore a little bit more, you know? Oh, there's it. Oh, we've got a key. Hold on now. Why you got a bat in France? Well, you think they don't have baseball bats in France? It's actually just a really old baguette. You just can't tell because, like, you know, Project Zomboid, graphical fidelity and all that. Empty gas can in the back. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this car working. It is out of gas. How is the condition? Pretty bad, but the engine's okay, and that's the main thing. The battery's condition is it'll run. You know? We just gotta find some fuel for it. And there's a gas can in the back, so I'll try some of these other vehicles. Can you use the cassettes in vehicles of the True Music mod? I never used it. I think the True Music mod, you've got to do some, like, file stuff to get it, like, working, if I'm not mistaken. We can try one, but I'm pretty sure you've got to do, like, a little bit of file work. Your game in the stream is so crisp. I'm glad you think so, man. Honestly, it's probably because we're just on a better rig. We're on a better rig. We're on 1440p now. Although, to be fair, I'm not sure that's different on the Twitch side now. Yeah, all our videos are going to be in 1440p now. Another empty gas can. It's a good time to be a viewer of the channel, because we're getting a quality upgrade. We're gonna have we're recording in, so we're streaming in 6K bitrate, but we're now gonna be recording in 75 K bitrate, 1440p. It's gonna be good. Here we are. Use round menu WTF to siphon gas. You realize I'm just gonna right click more now just to annoy you, right? You realize this is how this is gonna go down. I'm gonna do it more now, okay? Just want you to know. I don't care. You're gonna die anyway. Alright, buddy. Alright, bud. You can do it from further away, right-clicking. Don't. Just... don't argue with them. Just make them seethe, you know? Let them watch you do things how you want to do them. Alright? Let them rage that you don't play the game how they want you to. If we're going to a new area, we might as well, like, drop some of this in here, I feel like. 7. We could do with some bandages, actually. That's something we've neglected so far. We don't have a lot of gas. We're getting some more. And then I reckon we just go on a road trip, to be honest. We just have a look around this map. Let's feed the troll. You know me too well, Jim. You know me too well. Any non-bloodied stuff we can rip up? Yeah. I have to. I have to poke them a little bit, you know? Do something. You know? Do something. Alright, a couple sterilized rags. Good stuff. Right, let's have a look in this building. Maybe top up our water bottles. Maybe see if there's any, like, other vehicles, like, very, very close by. And then we'll go for a little drive. Round menu to get in the car, don't forget. Yeah, sorry. So that clip of, Sequisha not picking up the painkillers in Escape from Tarkov. If anybody has the link to that clip, it's very this moment. Vintage Sequisha memes. Okay, having seen... Oh, Jesus. Having seen those zombies out the back, I'm not going to... I'm not going to go in here. I am, however, going to go fill my water bottle before we go. Can I still open these? Like, these windows are built differently, but can we open them all the same? I think we should still be able to open them the same way because they have the same sort of, like, base square. Round menu to ponder philosophical questions. Maybe we can't. Maybe they changed them. I'm just gonna try most of them just to make sure, but it seems like they might have changed them. There we go. Nope. All is good. Box of nails. Good stuff. Nope, we got a bleach drinker. Foreign boombox doesn't get local radio but can play cassettes. Wait. Hold on. We have a cassette player. That's amazing. Best feature in this mod so far. I'm sold. I'm sold. I don't know if I'm going to have to mute that section of the VOD on the YouTube VOD or not because of DMCA. I will have to investigate whether this music is DMCA clear or not. But if for any reason you couldn't hear the music in that section, those of you watching this on the YouTube VOD, that was some very, very nice French rap music about the police. Enjoyed that. Heart of flat. Petit sal. What is petit sal? Sale? Petit sal? What is that? Who can explain, please? Saucisson! Love me some saucisson. Lentils and pork. Okay, okay. We need to find a semi-safe building for us to sleep in. We might as well just go back to the base we were in. The safe house. We'll spend the night back at the safe house, and then we'll take the vehicle and go for a little drive. En France. Hang on, we got a definition here. Petit sal is salted pork, usually produced according to a French method of immersing cuts of pork for up to 2 days in brine. Often used as an abbreviation for the recipe petit sal or lentil. Literally, petit sale with lentils, a dish containing pork, vegetable, and lentils. Yeah, so you nailed it. Nice. Sneaky son of a gun. Was waiting for us. There's another one in the trees. Hmm. You can buy it in tins in Aldi every so often. It's very nice. I'll have to give it a look. All right. We haven't found any cigarettes yet. Which honestly, I think is entirely unrealistic for France. Especially in 1993, like you guys were saying earlier. Unless all the zombies are carrying the cigarettes, in which case I guess I understand that. But so far, this is very un-French-like, you know? There's not enough cigarettes. Perhaps French zombies still smoke? I mean, you know, you make a damn good point. Maybe that's it. What up, Codename? How you doing? Hello. All right, we're gonna go back and grab that vehicle. Now that we're in a fresh new day, we're gonna go on a road trip. And I'm basically living out like one of my real life, like not dreams, but like I guess like things I would really like to do. I used to go with family actually camping in France quite a lot. And later in life, less camping and more like just to visit as a tourist. We used to go to France a lot. And I would love to go back there as an adult and do like a proper sort of like, you know, road trip to different places in France that I went to as a kid. Or I used to go a whole lot actually when I was younger. I've been to Normandy, I've been to Alsace. I've been to Brittany. Where else have I been? I've been to Carcassonne. I've been to a couple of different places in Belgium. Also, I can't place the names off the top of my head. I'd really like to go back, honestly. I was so, like, for a lot of them, I was really young. But I love France, man. France has some great culture, and, like, as a big lover of food myself, France was amazing. Food. Big fan. Big fan. Never been to Paris. Not particularly keen on going. And I've been told by, I have been told by French people themselves that I'm not missing much, so. Carcassonne isn't too far from me, a couple of hours. Yeah, man. Good place. I went to, Mont Saint-Michel as well. You know, like that big sort of like, it's really, honestly, I can't believe Mont Saint-Michel even exists. If you guys haven't seen that place, it's wild. One second, I'm gonna get like a picture. Mont Saint-Michel. So we have one of these in the UK, I think, as well. It's like an abbey slash town sort of like commune in Normandy, and it's so picturesque, it's unreal. And it's at the end of a little peninsula that like floods during the day. So this is an actual place that you can visit in France. And like I say, I think we have one in the UK as well. Like, let's see if I can find like a bigger image here. This one's pretty large. So this like peninsula that goes out to it like floods during the day. So you have to go over and come back at like certain times. And then you walk up through like the town and stuff up to like the cathedral on the, or the abbey on top. It's actually wild. Yeah, I just can't believe like something like this actually exists, you know? It's just crazy to me. It's got an automated moat, yeah, basically. Like, look at that, dude. Wasn't that the place they used in Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead? I'm not sure, I didn't see that. I didn't watch that spin-off, but like, it's crazy to think this actually exists. It's just so like, it's like fantasy, man. Wild. And then yeah, we have like St. Michael's Mount, yeah, which is the British version in Cornwall, yeah. Which is nowhere near as picturesque in my opinion, but yeah. There you go. A little bit of history for you in amongst your Project Zomboid today. Oh, this thing does not have much gas at all, actually. I don't know. This isn't going to get us very far, chat. We should probably try and find some other vehicles to try and, like, get gas from. Seeing, like, how much gas that is, it's, like, nearly nothing. We're gonna go in search of some more vehicles. And see if perhaps we can find some more gas. Okay? Because we've tried these ones. There are some more parking spaces down here. Let's try down here. Years ago, somebody saw a rock in the water and thought, I'm going to build a town on that. Yeah, basically. There's some of that. What is that, dude? What is that thing? That is wild. It's like a box on the back of a truck. I love it. I want one. Oh, look, it's the car all the drunks drive? Is that accurate? Like, just drunks people drive that out in the, out in France? Here we go. Look at all these cars. One of these has got to have gas, surely. Sedan that was cut in half only to be attached to a telephone booth. Yeah, this is definitely a unique creation of French culture. What is this called? Can somebody get me the real name of this? Does anybody know its real name? I want to Google one. I want to Google it. I can't open the trunk. Where's the mechanics? Where's the mechanics section? Ah. You think it's a Citroen C15? You think it's a Renault? Fiat Fiorino. Hang on. Please hold. Fiat Fiorino. Well, that's not right, is it? That doesn't seem right. This isn't bringing up the right results to me. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I might have found it. It's like an old version, I think. 1990. Yeah. 1990. Yes! We found it. Look at this thing. Bro. There's no way. That's amazing. Hang on. Is there like a... All of these images are like really small. Yeah. This is great. Look at it! Bro. Oh my god. That's so amazing. Oh dear. It's like the Pope-mobile. I want one. I just want one now. For no reason other than they look ridiculous, dude. This one's got like a extended part on the top, and he's got an ice cream symbol on it. He's selling ice cream out of this. Brother, I would not trust you with a... no, I am not buying ice cream from this thing. I do not trust this at all. I would certainly not send my children anywhere near it. God damn. This thing's still used in Brazil. Is it really? That's wild. What was it meant for initially? This one looks just like the one in game. Was it meant to be like kind of like a camping vehicle? You know, like you'd take it traveling or something and sleep in the back, or what was the plan? Dogging, stop it. You can't say that, Redwood. That's not your culture thing, all right? We listen, as a Brit, we fiercely guard the culture of dogging, all right? You can't just appropriate it like that. We appropriate your culture, not the other way around, all right? Let's get that straight, all right? Okay? And nobody Google what dogging is. You don't want to, all right? Amazing. This is the kind of Project Zomboid content that you come here for, chat. You might think otherwise, but you're wrong, all right? This is the right sort of Project Zomboid content you look out for. First thing I hear coming into stream is dogging. Hooray! You're welcome. Welcome to the pond. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thanks for joining us from the front page of Twitch. As you can see, I am a great representation of content creators as a whole, and a positive impact on this space. I'm glad to represent streamers everywhere today. And the British public. All right, we got a little bit more gas now. We've almost got like a full can. This should be good. Look at this. Look at a little beetle. It's done a similar thing. So I don't think it is a beetle, but definitely a similar type of thing. Okay, almost full. That's so funny. Look at this thing. It's so cute. And the mechanics at the back. What is it called? Fiat 600R. Now tell all the new people about the horse semen. Look. Look. That was look, Schedule 1 was a crazy time for this channel, alright? Schedule 1 was a crazy time for this channel, and I'm proud of it, alright? For context, so Schedule 1 is a game about like running a drugs empire. It's kind of like a simulator, funny kind of game. And what we set out to do was we made all of our products with horse semen. It was great. We started a drug empire built on horse semen. There was nothing quite like the instances of being stopped at a roadblock by the police with just a van, a white panel van that just was absolutely full of gallons of horse cum. And them being like, yeah, this is perfectly normal. Nothing illegal here. Go on through, you know? Just... that game was something else. Who hasn't snorted horse semen off the back of a toilet at 3 AM? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, that was a tangent. Quite a fun one, though. Should we go on a road trip around France? Beep, beep. Which way are we going? Oh, the brakes on this thing are so bad. Oh my god. It takes ages to slow down. Look at this. All right, we're gonna get some speed, and then I'm gonna hit the brakes. I will hit the brakes now. Oh my god. Okay, the handbrake seems to work pretty well, though. EU brakes, yeah. We're just gonna have a little drive around, honestly. Have a look at this beautiful French scenery. So where are we on the map? Oh, wow. This is a decent sized map, eh? Ow. We've got a lot of ground to cover. I'll say we head south. We probably want to head like south and west. Look for a croissant. I will try. No. I love that, like, I'm in the little French news van. Ooh. That would make a cool little base. Look at this. The staircase with the metal barred window right at the edge of the neighborhood. With a back wall all the way around it. That's cool. I like that. That would make a cool safe house. There's another one of those funky Fiats. What is this? Residence Detroit Forest. Detroit Forest. Ah! God damn it. The large building rendering it in front of me. Troy? Yeah, that was what it was, I think. Oh, look, there's a tent on the roof up here. On top of the apartment block. I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. It's fine. Mr. Duck, I'm back. Can you give some advice real quick? Sure. If it's about Project Zomboid. Wait. What is this one? Look at this thing. That's sick. Who made this? I want one. That's so cool. I'd say it's a small map, but I get a bunch of people screaming at me saying it's average, if not huge. Not that small map bad. It's just, you know, kind of feels like it's about the size of Raven Creek. Yeah, I don't think we need to, you know, honestly, I think it's kind of like, kind of negative that, like, you're comparing the size, like that. Like, that's got to be bad for some of the other maps' mental health. I mean, we're not, you know, you're all about talking size here. You've not talked about the width or the shape or the girth or, you know, a lot of or skills with other things. You know, like really, you gotta take the whole thing into account. You know, I feel like you're not really giving these other maps a chance here. What if one of the maps has a particular curvature that just makes them a little bit more enjoyable, you know? You don't know. Anyway, welcome to the channel, front page viewers. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh, it's a dead end. Oh, I've literally come to the end of the road. Okay, good. Trust me. Great sense of direction. Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. Thank you. Pardon me. Excusez-moi. S'il vous plaît. Excusez. Oh, look at this place. Hold on. I got a wall all the way around it. It's fenced in. Bruh. Does make a great safe house. Are you kidding? I gotta check this place out. Couple of houses along here that look like decent mansion houses. Damn, dude. Let's check this one out. Look at this. Does it make for a dope safe house? The hedge around the back. You'd kind of need to maybe like wall in that side, but my advice is about streaming. I can try my best. I'm perhaps like not the best person to ask, but I can try. I'm more of a YouTuber with a, you know, a secondary in streaming, but I'll do what I can. His butler set up his gear? Yeah, true. The local help. I couldn't possibly make it all on my own, you know? Who else is gonna care for my many millions, you know? My friend wants to stream, but he says he gets no viewers, and I told him to just not give up, but I can't get much better advice. Any advice? I mean, well, like streaming to no viewers? I mean, partially, like, okay, this is going to be like a whole big tangent, because it's not a simple question to answer, and it's going to take me quite a while, but firstly, if he's doing it with the goal of, like, you know, being successful or like making some money off it or whatever he wants to do with it, Firstly, he's got to understand that he's going to potentially have months, if not years, in that place where it is nothing but him streaming to a few viewers. And he has to realize that. He has to get comfortable with that fact. He is not just going to get viewers overnight. It's going to take a long time. And if he's not in for years of doing it with little to no payback, then he shouldn't start. That's one thing, right? And I'm not trying to discourage people, but like, you do have to understand that there's going to be a long dry period where like you are growing as a creator and you are learning a lot, and you know you're just not gonna get the same sort of traction as like a lot of other people on the platform. All right, that's one thing to understand. Also, I see we've just got an ad, so I'll hold off talking about this too much for the time being, but I'll come back to that in a second. Duck Comfy, man, is incredible. I've had that before. Duck Comfy is so good. I say this as a duck myself. Yes, it is cannibalism. No, I don't care. All right, just so we're on the same page. Somebody just let Canadian know that like we've stopped talking about it because I saw the ads were playing. Just let you know, just pop a message in when he's back, sort of thing, and we'll continue. I think we had a saw. Yeah, we do. A vinyl. Oh, a hammer. Nice. Good stuff. Thanks, Jake. We can put some nails in this baseball bat now, I think. One sec. Yeah. All right. Now this is pod racing. Your ads are over. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, biggest thing he's got to realize is that, you know, he's set out from the outset. He's not going to get a lot of viewers right now, and he has to be prepared to work like that for months, potentially years, right? That's the reality of the situation. Secondly, my advice would be, as time and financials allow, to invest in better equipment. Look at his setup. Look at some other popular people in the field. See what their kind of setups are. You know, how have they got things arranged? Why have they got things like that? Just start asking those kinds of questions. Because nobody really wants to watch a stream where, like, it's poor audio quality, it's poor camera quality, you know, the footage is stuttering, maybe your internet's not great, so you can't do, like, great bitrate, etc. As financials allow, and just upgrade gradually. Yo! Hold on. I had one of these as a kid. Hands up, 90s kids that had one of these where it was like a mat with a road on it, and you had little cars that drove, that you pushed around on the mat. Come on now. Where are my 90s kids at? I cannot be the only one. Surely. We all had one of those. That's what I'm saying. Old. 2000s, but God, that brings back memories, doesn't it? I have one for my son now. They still make them. Hell yeah, dude. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. My whole room was that rug, dude. Jealous. You must have been the coolest kid in school. Did everybody come to yours to play cars? Because I would have. I would have been round your house playing cars. You would have been my best friend. I would have been like, look, I don't want to say I'm a brown nose, but like, you would have had trouble dislodging me from your butthole, okay? Like, I'm just saying. Anyway, so back to the advice about streaming. Yeah, take a look at some equipment, take a look at your setup, focus on like minimal UI. Even if you have like a camera, right? Nobody wants to watch a stream anymore that has like tons of UI. We don't care about things like a bar going across the bottom with like loads of subscribers or recent chatters or anything like that. Keep your overlay minimal. The only thing on that screen should be alerts and a camera, and that is it. Like, nothing else is needed. If you want to put a box around the camera, then by all means go for it, but like anything else is overkill and is going to turn people away. Focus on chatting to yourself, like narrating your gameplay. It sounds like a really silly thing. It is hard to get into. It is a really tough thing to practice. If it helps, try and find games that you can play with like a friend or two. To get you into that kind of spirit, but you need to get used to narrating your own gameplay. You know, when I'm playing Project Zomboid, usually I have like 100 to 200 viewers, and even then there's still like quiet moments in chat where I'm like, you know, just talking about the gameplay and stuff to myself, because you have to be used to that. Again, it's important that like you're always active, that you're always talking, you're always engaging, right? Creating something for people to watch, and if you're not doing that, they're just going to move on and find someone else. And lastly, I guess like my last piece of advice to someone who's just getting started, just being on Twitch is no longer good enough, in my opinion. That is just my opinion. I recognize that my experience as a YouTuber and other content platforms has probably taught me that, and might not be the same for everyone, of course. But there are very few people that do well on Twitch alone nowadays. And you'll have much better chances of success if you're also creating content on other platforms. You know, whether you're creating like YouTube videos or TikToks or Instagram, whatever it is. Ideally, as many as you can manage. But it all depends on your time allowance, right? This is cool. Little garages going under the building. That's neat. Being good at a game is optional. Being funny or informational is better. Yeah, I agree. Like, personality will always trump skill in the streaming world. Informational, I would say, is more like a YouTube thing. Yeah. Learn to talk, don't be monotone. Yeah. Be a personality, right? Yeah, that's all good advice. Ooh, hello. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for joining us on the front page of Twitch today. My name is Duck. Most of the time, I will be playing games like Project Zomboid, other zombie titles, survival games, whatever it is. On Twitch, we're a little bit more variety. We do whatever we like. And if you're just tuning in for the stream and you've missed like a bunch of it already, you can catch up with it on the VODs channel, which is !VODs in chat. We post all of our streams on YouTube. AKA Dr. Zomboid. Look, that is a name that you guys over in Pep's community have given me. I don't claim that. Is this a mod? Yeah, it's a collection of mods. Project France. We're not running anything else except the Project France mods. It's basically like a full overhaul. It's like a map, items, cars, guns, everything. I'm trying to find my way back this way. Only on build, excuse me, only on build 41 right now, yeah. Right now it's like on build 41, and I think they're looking to put it on build 42. This feels like a bug. We've got like a fence going all the way down the road here, but I guess not, because the house kind of comes out over the road. That's weird. Survivor house. Okay, I think we want to start heading left, like somewhere around here. Have you seen or covered the game Vane, basically 3D Zomboid? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like saying that, but I just don't. How do I put this? I just don't see it. It doesn't grab me. Doesn't interest me. I don't think it has the same. I don't think it has the same personality as Zomboid. I don't know. I feel like that's also like a very sort of like, maybe it's just me seeing it on YouTube, but I see it in so many like titles. Every time there's a zombie game and it's like a creator or something that makes videos about Zomboid, they're always like, oh, this is basically Zomboid, but this. And it's like, okay. But how about you don't try and gotcha your viewers into watching you just because it's based around like a similar concept of a game that you play. How about you just explain what the game is? I don't know. Maybe it's just a pet peeve of mine, but oh, that's a lot of zombies. Yeah, these buildings are sick. We're definitely in a more busy part of the town here with these high rises, multi-stories. This is cool, man. Right now, I'm just kind of having to drive around because I want to get like, you know, I just want to get familiar. Oh, look at this church, dude. That's so cool. Whoa. That's neat. I want to drive around it. Got a pharmacy. A little tobacco, maybe? That church is neat. I like that. I haven't seen enough tobaccos yet. I thought there were like tobaccos around every corner in France. Ooh, that looks like the big sort of like town hall building, maybe. The mayor's building. Had like French flags on the front. All right, we're gonna go this way. I'm having a bit of a blocker on build 42 right now. Like, I don't have any goals and it gets boring easy. I mean, that's kind of just Project Zomboid. Once you get familiar with the gameplay loop and you play, you know, you get to that point where you're like self-sustaining, there isn't really much anything else to do. which is one of the critique videos that I did like a while back. Oh wow, look at all those crops. You know, that is one of the weaknesses of Project Zomboid. Not to say it's a weak game, just one of the points it needs to improve on. My advice to you is try mods, and lots of them. If you're getting bored of like that same gameplay loop over and over and over again, try setups and mods that support a different type of loop. Like, my favorite way to play that's, like, different to the standard playthrough is Wilderness Survival. And we've done, like, quite a few videos on it in the past on the YouTube channel. So if you need, like, you know, a quick and dirty, like, mod pack that would work for it, you can check out the YouTube and you should be able to find some videos pretty easy. But, Wilderness Survival, like, completely changes the game. You know, it changes that fundamental gameplay loop. The same for, like, Cryogenic Winter. You know, if you do, I don't know, 10 years later with, like, sprinters that hide indoors during the daylight, and week 1, you know? If you're struggling with, like, the core gameplay loop, those would be my recommendations, things like that, because they change the core gameplay loop. Ooh, this is cool. Neat. Look at all this. Yeah, that would be my my recommendation. It's how I've managed to keep the game interesting for myself after all this time, you know? Oh, there's a vinyl player. Needs electricity and to be connected to speakers to function. Does the week 1 mod include the zombie infection, or is it just the before? Can you actually continue after the week 1? Yeah, you know, you can, if you survive week 1, which is the tough part, you can continue playing into the actual just standard Project Zomboid. That's the thing. So it said we need speakers to play it, right? Do we need to, like... What kind of speakers are we talking, do you think? Just the big speaker items? Probably just those, right? Okay. We'll hold on to this. Maybe see if we can find some speakers for it. The in-game problem isn't so much of a problem if you look at it from a realism point of view. If this happened in real life and you... Yeah, but, like, So, people that have been around the channel will probably know what I'm going to say here, but, like... Realism is only one half of the argument, right? Realism should never dictate exactly how the game is designed. It's why, for example, you don't see guns in every household in Project Zomboid, right? Realistically, a lot of guns would be around in Kentucky, but from a gameplay perspective, it doesn't create a very, like, it's not an environment conducive to gameplay, right? Because if every new player walked into a house and just picked up a gun and shot it, they'd meet a grisly end very quickly. But for veteran players, they would kind of get, like, really overpowered from that pretty quick. It's only one half of an argument. And I think that there are improvements that they can make to end game sort of gameplay, and they are making them. right? That's why we're seeing like the new crafting system in build 42 and stuff like that, even though it's got its issues and needs some tweaks, like the UI design and stuff. The reason they're doing that is to try and assist like long-term playthroughs. More building, more different types of building, you know? Especially in multiplayer. Multiplayer kind of keeps it going for longer. Me personally, I'd love to see some more stuff around, like similar things to Save Our Station. You know, the mod Save Our Station. I'd love to see some more things like that, where it's like, oh, okay, if you go to this facility, and have these skills and this manual and everything else, then you might be able to get like a local subsection of the power grid back online or something like that, you know? I'd like to see like some quote unquote end game goals. Or late game goals. Don't have to be exactly the same, but something along those lines, you know? I don't need a win condition in Project Zomboid. I think that's something that I agree they should keep out. There shouldn't be a way to escape as such. I think just like more late game goals would be really cool. And I think they are working towards things like that. All right, let's drop this in the fridge. I think we're going to stay here the night. No need a boombox. You can play the vinyls if I remember. Oh, really? Got you. Some of the design of these places is really cool, man. I really like these buildings they've put together. Generally speaking, the map design is incredible on this mod. I'm just putting it out there. They've done a really good job of this. Haven't had a chance to use like some of the new like guns and stuff like that yet, but now we've got a vehicle. Maybe we could fire off one of these guns and give it a try, eh? Because we do have one in the truck. Can we try a new... Hang on. We're gonna try a new cassette today. All right. I don't know how many of these I want to play, just because I don't know if it's gonna be like I'm not allowed to play them on YouTube, because I don't know if they're like copyright free music. I hope it is, but you never really know with modded stuff. Let's see here. Device options. Oh, I need to place it down first, don't I? That was alright. Come on over. Let's get you deaded so I can place this thing. Alright, place. Inbox. What is the France mod? Project France. It's like a full overhaul, map, items, clothing, vehicles, like everything. Okay, where's the rifle? All right, we're gonna eat something. I still have it in my bag. I do. Okay. It's got 10 shots in it. I think we're just gonna equip the rifle. Actually, no. I'm thinking this through. Thinking in here. Rifle on back. We've got spare rounds, right? 10. We're gonna get the engine running. Now hold the phone. What do we got here? Only French I know is omelette du fromage. Yep. Honestly, I feel like you're amongst many Brits with that knowledge of the French language. Think of me. You are certainly not alone. Oh, this is gonna be like a big old mansion, isn't it? You think this is still a work in progress? Oh yeah. It looks like there should be a big old mansion at the end of this road, but... Huh. Heck? Oh, is this where the mansion's gonna be, do you think? Yeah. Big empty spot for now. You drove it for now. Yeah. I think you're right. Work in progress section, probably. That's a little bit of a shame. I'm gonna be honest, I generally don't like seeing work in progress sections of Project Zomboid maps, but that's just me. I get that it's like massive projects, obviously. I'm just not a big fan. I don't like driving like out somewhere and like just not finding anything. You know, it's all good. On to the next section. Oh. This is meant to be like a big old estate. I keep forgetting that we have like no brakes. So this van's brakes are shot. Oh, the door's blocked. Okay. How so? I can't hop the wall, apparently. Here we go. How is the door blocked? Is the truck blocking the door? Must be. I don't know how. Eh? What you mean door is blocked? That's bullshit. Alright, well. I guess that's a bug. If it's gonna be Versailles, then the building will be crazy, but I agree, yeah. Ramming speed. I did climb the wall, yeah. I jumped over the wall and tried the other side, but it just is blocked. There's nothing there. We'll just go back. Back out the way we came. Oh! Okay, we stopped pretty much just in time there. I have to hit the handbrake to have any sort of like reasonable stopping time. As you said, work in progress maps can have these types of disappointments. Yeah. Kind of why I'm just like not a fan of like work in progress stuff. I'd just rather it was like wait until it was finished. But it always seems to be the thing with these larger maps. Ooh, that's cool. Hang on, let's have a quick look. Big old crane. Construction site. The Duckmobile, the Citroen 2CV, nicknamed Duck by many. Oh, really? I mean, if we find one. Can you climb up the crane? I don't think so. Ladders don't work without mods, so. The one yellow one? Oh, that was? Okay. I didn't know that. The heck are we? Okay, we need to get back on that main road and go south. I'm guessing it's all the high walls keeping them trapped, but it seems like a very low Z pop. Yeah, this is actually default apocalypse settings too. I'm quite surprised too. But like you say, I think because of like a lot of the tall buildings and stuff, many of them are just being like kept inside. That's cool. That'd make a cool little base. We should check some of these cars for gas. Not many rounds left. Okay, this is gonna get spicy. And we don't have the gas can on us. I need to lure these zombies away and come back around to the car. That's it. All right, sweet. A cool little building. Look at that. Honestly, like, I feel like that's the biggest, which is probably good considering, like, it's the biggest part of the whole thing, but I think, like, the biggest positive is the map itself. They've done a great job. The map looks dope. All right, let's grab ourselves the gas can here. Go. When's the next mod showcase video? Not long. I actually, while I was without internet, I wrote up like a script for a mods video. Because I'd actually already checked out a bunch, and I just like wrote up my thoughts and everything while we were without interwebs. Went to the cafe a couple times, got that done. So, not too long. I think what I'd like to do is maybe... Oh, I hold that thought. I don't know, I'd maybe like to do a gameplay video or two that like I can send over to my editor first. Feel like, you know, maybe like a Project France like first impressions kind of video, or just like talking about the map itself and the mod pack. Dig into that a little bit, couple it with some gameplay from today's stream so that people can have like a bit of a look around a bit of the map. You know, we'll do like a talking segment at the beginning, talking about like what Project France has done, like what's included in the mods, you know, and then have like this at the end where it's like sort of, I don't know, 10-15 minutes of just like the gameplay wandering around the map and stuff. I want to get that over to an editor like quickly so that we can get something out, because the mods video will still take me like a couple days at least, you know. But I have been working on mods video. There are a lot of cool mods out there right now, that like a lot of recent ones. So yeah, I'd definitely like to get some more videos out very soon. And as we explained earlier in today's stream, we're gonna have access to quite an exclusive like playtest for a game called Band of Crusaders, which is, I'm really excited about it because I played it, or rather I saw the devs playing it and they showed it to me and everything like last year at Gamescom, and it was honestly such a cool like little story to me, because like I saw a lot of games from like big companies and a lot of smaller games from indie companies, and you know, many of them had like proper booths and setup and whatever, but Band of Crusaders was my favorite one of the whole lot. And it was shown to me on one of the developers' laptops, and they were having to like bum a booth off of somebody else just to show me the game. And yet it was my favorite one of the whole lot. So you can actually apply for access to the Band of Crusaders playtest today if you're watching this on stream on Twitch. And the sign-up's closed later today, and then the playtest opens tomorrow. So it's worth giving it a look, for sure. It's like Battle Brothers meets War Tales, with Diablo-style enemies. You kind of like lead a group of crusading knights across Europe. Hey, what up, Neutral Panda? Thank you very much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, hydration drink. A little hydration break. Thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for being here today as well. I've really enjoyed having you guys around so far. Front page streams are always awesome because you get like a lot of new people dropping by and saying hi. But yeah, just a reminder that I appreciate you guys being here and repping the community, you know. I meant to say a hydration break, but I said hydration drink. Don't you judge me, Rye. You've been streaming for 5 hours, all right? Leave me alone. I just wanted to see, like, what is this? Can't see it, but I want to get in there. Hang on. I want to see what that big green patch is on the map. Oh, I got this. I got this. Gotta keep him away from the vehicle for a minute. That's why we yelled. Don't know how I haven't come across you before. Love PZ content. You get a follower here and on YouTube. So much fun so far. Well, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, Project Zomboid is kind of our jam. I've been making Project Zomboid YouTube videos for like a few years now. But Twitch is kind of like where we do like a lot of other stuff, you know? A lot of different games. We tried out the Scavlan demo earlier today. We're going to be doing... I think we agreed we're going to be doing the Jump Ship demo later on. Like here in about 40 minutes, half an hour. And then hopefully very soon we'll be doing that Band of Crusaders playtest. So... France is good so far, yeah. This map's really good. I'm very impressed, honestly. It's very well put together. There's a lot of detail. Oh, what's this? Compagnie de Purification de Eau Usis. Is that water purification? O is water, right? Yeah, water purification. All right, good. Renault Assistance. Distance. The way I thought that was an actual cow because I'm used to build 42. Find a gas station yet? No. Not yet. I've been siphoning gas off of cars. Let's have a look around this water purification plant. Ranger. Kind of want to get a look at the front of the building before we go in. Oh, it's not a very impressive building. Damn. Ooh. Could be a good place for tools, though. Paint. Okay. All that. Excuse me. Oh, also, we've talked about it. So right now there's a like a there's like a 90s themed month going on our Patreon server. But we've talked about hosting Project France on it next month. And honestly, having played it today, I think we'll do it. It's a sizable map for a community, and I like that they've got like their vehicles and weapons and everything and items in order. I think it could be fun to do like a Project France wipe on the multiplayer server. Be cool. For context, for those that don't know, we have a so I have a Patreon, exclamation mark Patreon in chat. It's £3 a month, and we use that money to like commission mods, and other like fun resources for the community. And we put on events every month. We do like unique themes every month. So we've done like 10 years later and stuff before. We've done cryogenic winter. We've done months where like we have like these special community like ransacked settlements and made up by a modder. And then like we have different groups working together to build them up and stuff. We've done wilderness survival on our own custom map before. It's a really good time. We have a really nice community on this server, and I'm really proud to host it, honestly. But yeah, I'm thinking next month on the Patreon server, we do a little trip to The Pond Goes to France, or something like that, maybe, you know? Be cool. And I actually might play that. Or, like, honestly, I might spend some time on the multiplayer server next month, because it's going to be unique even for me. Honestly, I don't play like a huge amount of multiplayer anymore, because obviously like it's one of those things where like if you do something as your work, you don't want to spend like days and days and days doing it in your downtime. So I try not to play too much Project Zomboid outside of when I'm streaming or making videos. Le Pond, you say? Yeah, we'll call it Le Pond for the month. But yeah, I might actually play a little bit next month. That'd be kind of cool. What date will be the weekend? Sorry, I'm watching my character right now. Let me just bring up. So we could maybe aim to do it on the the wipe on like the 28th or the 29th of June. That would actually fall on my birthday. Usually we like to have it in the first weekend. But right now we're not getting like a huge amount of patrons anyway, because like because obviously like people are playing Build 42. So I'm not too worried about like people joining at the end of the month and then getting charged again on the 1st. I think we do like a Project France month starting on like June 28th, 29th. That'd be kind of cool. I may even join and just cook baguettes. I think that'd be great. That'd be amazing. Jake, you just get like a van or something, and you just go around as a mobile bakery. That's what you're gonna do all month. You just go around with freshly cooked baguettes and bread and croissants, and you just go around delivering like baked goods to the players. I think that would be amazing. I mean, nobody is better suited for it than you, Mr. Frenchman. All right. I think it's practically like you practically have to. I think your countrymen would be disappointed in you otherwise. Personally, you know. All right, let's go for one last little drive before we switch over to something else. You see if they have a special van in the mod pack. Yeah. Don't forget the legally required month off. Is that like a thing in France, is it? You guys get like a month off every year? Bakeries do? Nice. You're from Canada? Oh, you know what? What is this Pasha Club? Musicals? What? Oh, it's like a musical bar sort of place. Interesting. I couldn't believe it when I heard how much time off you guys get in Canada. Like, learn to take a break, guys. It's like 14 days, isn't it? That you guys get? That's wild. You guys get time off? Yeah, Americans looking over like, what's time off? "14 days of what? Duck, time off, Redwood. Pretty sure in France there are 14 days of bank holiday just in May." The video game industry, I don't have time off either. I can imagine. I'm out here. I can't quite remember, but I think it's like, I want to say it's like 21 days. Hang on, time off days. 28 days. So we get 28 days paid annual leave a year. But I think that includes bank holidays. But who's that? Oh, it's a little police car. Look at that. Look at it. It's so small. It's a small police car for small crimes. We're on like the main highway now. Oh. Oh. How fun is it being a streamer? Well, I'm mostly a YouTuber. But streaming is kind of like my off time thing. We don't usually have this many viewers on Twitch as well, Jack. I'm like predominantly YouTube and streaming. We have like maybe between 100 and 200 viewers. Sometimes less if we're streaming like variety. But I love being a content creator, man. I love the freedom of it. The best thing about it is working for myself. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Honestly, nowadays, I feel like I would very much struggle to go back into an employed position, and I would feel much more comfortable trying to do something for myself, like self-employed. Once you spend a lot of time self-employed, I think it would be very difficult to go back. Because it's not always a matter of, you know, just being able to do what you want. We all gotta earn a living, but dude, this highway goes for ages. We're going like the edge of the map over here. Let's head this way. Yeah, that wasn't a turnoff for a while there. But no, like I say, to answer your question, yeah, I love being a content creator. I wouldn't change it for the world. I think if I was to have to go back into employment, I'd probably try and find a job in the NHS again. And honestly, usually if you've already worked there for a little bit, they want to get you back on. Is it like a hard thing to get started? Oh yeah, I mean, that's the hardest thing about being a content creator, man, is getting that initial like lift off moment, you know? It takes a very long time. I mean, I streamed to less than like, I don't know, 20 viewers for like over 3 years. Before I like got into like YouTube and stuff. And then when I got into YouTube, I was making videos for like maybe a couple of years. And then I had like I would say like the YouTube was like gradually growing over that 2 years. And then like we had that sort of like takeoff moment with a video with Zomboid and Never Look Back. Your YouTube brought me here today. Yeah, that's a pretty common story, honestly. A lot of my viewers come from YouTube or the VODs on like the second channel. I was actually like really surprised. I'm still surprised by that. So I was expecting the VODs to be something for the Twitch viewers to go and watch. But we've had so many people come by that found us through the YouTube VODs, and then they come over to the Twitch channel, which is great. I love that. Just wasn't expecting it. But yeah, I do just want to say, like, I guess, like, thanks for all the support lately, guys. You know, I mean, like, the turnout today has been amazing. Obviously, with being on front page, like, those numbers are inflated a little bit, but thank you for coming by today. Thank you for the support. Obviously, I mean, I would never have gotten into the house without you guys, so yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Hilicus. Thank you for the gifted sub. Shadow Dust, welcome. Welcome. What was the game you were playing before Project Zomboid? Scavland. Dawnbreak. Scavland. The demo. You're the first streamer I watched on Twitch? Nice. Awesome. I hope you've enjoyed it. My boyfriend's trying to get into Twitch too. He just got 1.4k yesterday and got and affiliated. Nice. Congrats to him. Found you through YouTube, then you invited me to join for the special effect fundraising, and I was amazed the guy I watched on YouTube asked me to be a part of it. Yeah, that special effect fundraiser was great. I'd love to do that again. I kind of want to make it like a yearly thing where we do it once a year. And maybe a little bit earlier this year, I don't know. Or maybe just like, because we did it over Christmas this time. And I think like maybe if we did it like a bit earlier this year, it'd be better. Because, you know, Christmas time, like, people have just spent a bunch of money on presents and everything. And we still raised, like, an amazing amount of stuff for charity, so... I was kind of, like, really impressed with how much we managed to raise. And then the Project Zomboid devs, like, matching that donation was crazy. Good guy, Indie Stone. I don't know what this place is supposed to be, honestly. Bonjour, mon ami canard. Comment vas-tu? Oui. Ça va bien? Je m'appelle Duck. Je suis Quack. Petit foie, omelette du fromage. There you go. I'm kidding. You know, it's really bad because like I went to France so much growing up that like I actually learned like a fair bit of it, but I was really young. I was only like 12, and like now I'm 28 and I've just lost all of it. I really would like to get back into learning it someday because I feel like it was such wasted potential. Try playing a game called Factorio. I've seen it. I'm not 100% like that interested, to be honest, but speaking of charity, have you seen the Creator Clash drama? No. Oh, we're on the other side of that thing now. Practically fluent. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, what up, Up? How you doing, bud? France is good, man. Honestly, I feel like I might be in, like, this little section might be kind of like an unfinished area. But the town that we started in was beautiful. The map design is crazy. I really do wish that they... Like, it's a little pet peeve of mine that when maps release with, like, unfinished parts to them, I'm really not a big fan of map modders doing that. I would rather just them cut that part out until it was ready, personally. It's just me. But I will say, like, the map itself is incredibly well designed. There's a lot of really cool features. The music is really cool. Kind of funny. We had like some good moments earlier where we were playing music we found like on a boombox. We've only got the chance to try like one weapon yet, so I can't comment on those much. Some of the cars are so quirky. But it's great. I feel like what I'd like to do is do like a kind of a special highlight video on this mod. I think it'd be really neat to have like, you know, show off some of the really cool parts of the map, talk about some of like the various features of the mod packs, the guns, the music, the vehicles, the special food items, like all this stuff they've put together. And then just like show a little bit of footage of us playing around, getting my first experiences on it, you know. Played Astroneer. Yeah, I did actually. Astroneer was cool. Oh, look at this one. This one's all like rusted up and shit. Yo, what is that? It's like a little French rally car. Is it a rally car? I don't know what that is. It looks dope though. Look at this one, and I'll make sure you know which one by ramming into it. Yeah, me. This is a pink building. This must be like a hospital or something. Yep. With all that glass. Hang on, let's see if I can get the zombies to fall out of the windows. Here they come. I want to watch them all tumble out of the windows. Look at them all. Oh, here they come. Yeah. There's a lot of them in there. It's a racing car and they're rare in this mod. Nice. The layout of the buildings is so true to life. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you would, I guess you would know, right? But like even just having been there a little, like when I was younger, even I noticed like some of the buildings are very reminiscent of what they're actually like. The train station was so cool. Town hall's dope. The train station was like so realistic. This looks like a big kind of like city area almost now that we're getting into. Where are we? Yeah, this looks like it could be a big town area. Possibly a city. Let's drive up that road. I'm gonna run out of fuel soon. Oh, nice little garden with some hedgerows. Was that a tobacco? I mean, probably. I would hope so. I feel like a tobacco should be on every corner. Honestly, I feel like there's been a severe lack of tobaccos. Neat. Oh, that's a cute little house. Look at that place. I'd live there. That's dope. There's a lot of like foliage and trees as well. Wow, that's such a weird design for that one. There's a lot of foliage and trees on this map, man. Well, I think, chat, I think that's going to be it for this section of the stream. The Project France today. We've been playing this for 2.5 hours. I think this will bring us nicely to our last section. We're going to be doing some jump ship. But for those watching this on the YouTube VOD, this was Project France that we've been checking out. Just kind of exploring the map today, getting familiar with it. We might do some longer playthroughs on Project France in the future. And I think we're probably going to do a video for the main channel on it as well. Where we take a more of a showcase approach, I suppose. Today we were just getting familiar, but I've hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's nice to be back. And if you want to download these mods yourself, it's for Build 41, and it's just Project France, and you will see like a few different mods for it, and that's all you need. If you want to come watch these streams live, there's a link in the description to the Twitch channel. And with that said, we'll catch you all in the next one.